Gentlemen, I see it, and not without trouble, how small your number, whether I consider the greatness of this city, or this swarm of careless sparks, that would enjoy all the pleasures, but contribute nothing to the security of the place they live in. I heartily thank you, that you would withstand this torrent of debauchery. I thank you as a public governor. I thank you as Augustus. You endeavor to secure my honor, that posterity may not say the ruin of Rome begun in the days of Augustus. Others take the way to leave our Italy a desert, void of warlike hands, and obnoxious to every multitude that shall invade it. To such as you, Rome of old owed her valiant people, and thereby her greatness. To the marriage bed we owe those great spirits that put their yoke upon the world, and yet submitted themselves to the yoke of marriage. These men are dead, and without your example, not only their memory, but the whole Roman name were endangered. Men are in this inferior to spirits, that they must owe to children a vicarious kind of immortality. Let me turn your eyes from your fathers to the Father of us all, the first and most high God. He hath divided human nature into two sexes, the male and female. He hath hid in our very make and frame a secret sympathy, a natural kindness, nay, a little necessity to join, to contribute to the felicity of each other's life. He hath strangely blessed these mutual approaches with a miracle which astonisheth all philosophy. For man's original shall last a wonder to the world's end. You, my married friends, have followed the law of nature, as well as the example of our predecessors, to whose virtue it is those young men owe their titles and their security too. You glory in being their offspring. May others glory as much in being descended from you. It's a wise care to leave riches behind you, but a wiser to leave them to some, whom Rome and you may own for children. As for your ladies, your own experience hath satisfied you, how happy a thing it is to have a faithful companion of your life, interested in your weal or woe, a mauger of the fruits of your industry, and with inexpressible affection, a nourisher of the fruits of your body, one that manageth your house to your honor, is pleased when you are merry, attends on you with tenderness in your sickness, in prosperity doubles your happiness by sharing in it, and in adversity takes half of the burden, in youth pleases you, and in old age assists you. Is it not beyond expression sweet to behold your children, those pledges of your mutual love, those little models of yourselves, the epitomes of your souls and bodies, in whom, when you are decaying, you flourish and grow young again? What satisfaction is it, when you leave the world, that not a stranger, but a part of yourselves enjoy your substance, that you lose not life as in a battle, all in a lump, but live, when you are dead, in little parcels of yourselves. My friends, I speak at ease to you, as Roman citizens, by whom the welfare of their country was never thought a matter fit for drollery. What Roman of old would not have lost life, much more have crossed his vicious inclinations for the benefit of Rome? And is it not convenient, nay, absolutely necessary, to marry, if such a name as the Roman must not be extinguished, if there must be any such thing as Roman armies and commanders, that Rome abound in inhabitants to improve the land, and serve at sea, to follow trades, practice manufactures, and when war comes, to fight, and fight with greater resolution, because they have wives and children? You, therefore, O men, for you only the Roman emperor owns by that name. You, therefore, O fathers, for you only deserve to wear that title. You I love and honor, and shall place all the marks of my favor upon you. I am sure it's best the riches of Rome should be in your hands, that have young Romans to bestow them on. You have given pledges to your country of your fidelity, and your concern for her felicity. I am at a stand how to address myself to you. Shall I call you citizens? You have done your part for the ruining of the city. Shall I call you men? Will you own you deserve the name? Shall I call you Romans? You blush not to take the ready way to blot that name from under heaven. I confess myself in some confusion When I consider how you are endeavoring to frustrate all the designs that I have managed on the most mature deliberation for the peopling of Rome, I am sorry I have so many to speak to, that are like to bring a multitude to a few. You regard not the care the higher powers have taken to plant the Roman name. You value not the blood of your fathers shed to preserve it, and postpone all things to a humor, which one age would confute by sad experience. Were the commonalty infected with this, as with many other of your vices, what would become of Rome, nay, of the world of men? You are some of our principal branches, and voluntary barrenness can be none of your glories. The people imitate you, and posterity may deservedly brand you, if you show them the way to ruin. Either all will do as you do, if not, your vicious singularity renders you justly odious. You deserve to be hissed off the stage of the world, that will alone act such unbecoming parts. Nay, you deserve their rage, that will trample on what is so sacred in the eyes of all men. But if you find a crowd of followers, the next age will follow your memory with a million curses. You'll say, it will be no hurt for us to live as we list. So may the robbers plead. Their number is not great. The serpent in the egg deserves to die. But what is theft? Nay, a cluster of the greatest crime to yours. You are murderers, willfully smothering the vital flame. You are unnatural to parents, not perpetuating their name and honor. And for all, a miss, to whom you give for your pleasure what she spends on others that please her better. You are unjust to the higher powers, robbing them of their most pleasing offering, a succession of rational creatures to adore them. If your way take, their temples, as well as our houses, will be empty. Our Romulus and his followers stole foreign virgins for their wives, and you neglect our own. Wives were the cause of, and wives obtained, made the peace in the famous Sabine War. Those old things you despise, but so you cast contempt on the actions of your fathers. And for what is this confusion? Will you profess chastity as Vestal virgins? Then with them you should die if you offend. But I know none of you live without your woman, both at bed and board. All this you propose to yourselves is to range wildly. It's an ungoverned brutishness you plead for, or rather, to have liberty to fill the city with jealousy and murders. If these bounds you will not be contained in, why may not the thief break over all hedges of the law that keep him from your riches? No man's propriety in his estate hath a more rational foundation than that in his wife. Gentlemen, if my words wound you, think of how much deeper your deeds have wounded me. Those ancient laws of wedlock I found when I first took this scepter, and will as soon suffer that as them to fall to the ground. Remember you live in a society, and are not lawless, and your obedience I expect to this all of my laws. Enforce not the state to employ your slaves to get children for you, and continue the name of Romans. But I blush for you. I have spoken nothing out of hatred to you, but as your emperor that would have you grow good, and thousands like you. Go home, take wives, and with joint prayers adore the God of families. Try the way of virtues, and you'll need no more speeches from Augustus.